Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. Let me just share my screen. Okay, so today is Wednesday the 10th of February 2021 and our learning objective today is how do brilliant mathematicians count in fives? So our warm-up today is counting in tens, then we're going to have a go at counting in fives, then we're going to do some problem solving, and then right at the end we are going to check our work. So for this lesson, you will need a pencil and whiteboard pen. You will need your notebook or whiteboard, and you will need your 100 square. So go and get those things now, and then I will see you again in a second. Okay, warming up then everybody. We are going to have a go at counting in tens. Now you all had a go learning this last week with Miss Hector, and we're going to have a go at carrying on this week. So let's hope we can be super speedy. Okay, we are going to start from 0 as always. So I'm just going to add 0 on there. Okay, pretending there is a 0 here. And we're going to go all the way down to 100 and then back. Okay, off we go. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, now we're going to have a go backwards. 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0. Okay, well done everybody. I would like you to have a go at counting in tens, making sure you are saying T, not teen, when you are saying these numbers, and remembering that it's not 12, it's always 20, okay? There are some times when we have been in class where when we're counting backwards, sometimes we say 12 instead of 20, okay? So 30, 20, 10, 0. Have a go at practicing counting all the way forwards in tens and all the way back. Off you go. Okay, perfect everybody. Now we're going to have a go at looking at a number line. And you can see every time we jump, we are jumping 10 each time. So we've got 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Then we've got a gap and another gap and another and another and another. So there are 5 more to complete on there. So having a go on your whiteboards or in your books, have a go at completing this number line and see which ones are missing. Okay, remembering counting in tens. Off you go. Okay, right, I'm going to show you how to complete this then. So the last one that we landed on was 60, okay, and we are counting in tens each time. So we have got 70, then we have got 80, 8 and a 0, 90, then 100. And then this one is quite tricky, but we're just adding on another 10. So this time it's 110. Okay, well done everybody. See if you've got your numbers the right way round, making sure that you have got a 0 on the end, which is our rule when we're counting in tens. Okay, we have got this on our board. It says, Jonathan is buying tins of paint to sell in his shop. Here's some, there's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, so what can you see each time when we have looked at those numbers? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. What do you notice about them? What is the same in each number and what is different? Okay, so what is the same in each number and what's different? Okay, now you should be shouting out at me but the first digit always changes. So for 10, we've got a 1 and a 0. Then we've got 2 and a 0 here, 3 and a 0, 4 and a 0, 5 and a 0. So the first digit always changes, but the second digit is always the same, and it's always a 0 when we are counting in tens for our tens times table. Okay, so remember that for your learning today and for later on next week. Okay. So we're going to play our game now, counting in tens, and I am going to show you like this, counting in tens, and I would like you to count up which number we stop on, okay? So for example, if I do this, okay, so I went 10, 20, okay, so that's the number I have landed on, so that's the number that you would shout out at me, okay? So having a go at this one. Okay, what one was it? What number did I land on? Brilliant, it was 40, fantastic everyone. Okay, next one, make sure you're looking. Okay, what was it this time? It was 60, well done. Okay, one last go. Okay, what did I land on that time? Fantastic, it was 100 that time. Brilliant, okay, let's go on to our learning today. So scrolling down, we've practiced counting in tens, and then we're going to go on to our learning, which is counting in fives. So we looked at the rule the other day, and we said when we count in fives, it always ends in a 5 or a 0. Okay, so when we count in fives, we always say a number which ends in a 5 or a 0. Okay, so we're going to have a go again at counting in fives together. Okay, off we go. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Okay, now I'm going to give you a big challenge, and we're going to have a go at counting backwards. Okay, we're going to have a go at counting backwards from 50. Okay, so let me just circle 50 for us. And I'm going to do it a bit slower, but we're going to have a go from 50. Off we go. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. Okay, well done if you joined in that time. If you didn't, that's fine. What I would like you to do now is to pause the video and have a go at counting backwards in fives from 50. Okay, so if you need to rewind the video, you can do it with me, or have a go now at counting on your own back from 50. Off you go. Okay, wow, everybody, you are all absolutely amazing at counting in fives now. Backwards is so tricky. Okay, so we have got our number sequences, and there are some missing numbers again. We have got 15, 20, 25, blank, blank, 40. So there's 2 missing in that one. 5, 10, 15, blank, 25, blank. Another 2 missing. 30, 35, blank, 45, blank, 55. Okay, right, so we know the pattern. It goes a 0 and a 5, 0, 5, 0, 5. So let's have a look. 15, 20, 25. Well, I know it's going to end in a 0 this time. And the next 10, it's going to be 30. So 3 tens. 30, 30, Adding a 5, 35, 40. Okay, I'm going to check. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Let me just circle 25 on here. And the next one I'm going to go to is 30. Okay, brilliant. So next one, 5, 10, 15, and I go across, 15, 20. Then we have got 25, and then we have got 30. Can you see the pattern? It goes 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0. Okay, then we have got 30, 35, 40, 45. I would like you to have a go at writing on your whiteboard or on your piece of paper what this missing one would be. Okay, so remembering the rule, 0, 5, 0, 5. This one must have a 0 on the end. Writing it down, I'll give you 10 seconds. Brilliant. Okay, the answer is 50. Well done, everybody. Have you got your 5 for the 5 tens the right way around? Have a little look. Brilliant. Okay. Challenging part. This is why we started practicing at counting back in 5s, because there is a challenge today, which is counting backwards. So we have got 25, 20, 15. So we are going backwards 5 now. And from 15, as you can see, I've drawn my arrow, we'll go back and we have got 10. Then we are going to count back again 5, 5, 0. Okay, remembering our pattern, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0. Next one, 30, 25, something, 15, 10, something. Okay. Now I'm going to look at the one at the top and I've got 10 and then I have got 5. So I know this one is 5, but what goes in between 25 and 15? They both end in a 5. So I know it must end in a 0. And I'm looking at those 10s. So 25, I'm going to go back 5 and I have landed on 20. Okay, next one, 40, 35, 30, 25. Okay, what I'd like you to do then is have a go at filling in this blank. Remember, we are going backwards, not forwards. Okay, so use my 100 square to help you. Find 25 and go back up and see if you can count back 5. Writing it on your board, everybody, 10 seconds. What's that missing number? Brilliant. Okay, missing number is 20. If you have got that one right, give yourself a big tick. Brilliant, everybody. Okay, next one. Now we have got some of our multiplication sentences. So we've got multiply and we have got 2 times by 5. So 2 lots of 5. So let's have a go at drawing this. So I'm going to do my first lot of 5. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to do my second lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I have got 2 lots of 5. If I did this, what does that remind you of? It looks like a numicon piece, doesn't it? So 2 times 5, or 2 lots of 5, is 10. Okay, 5, 10. Okay, next challenge. Now I'm going to need your help for this one. So it says There are 3 bunches of bananas. Okay, let's have a look at these bananas. It looks like there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 here, 5 here, and 5 here. Now it's asking us how many there are all together. Okay, so we have got 3 times 5, 3 lots of 5. Now we could write 5 add 5 add 5 equals, but that's quite a long number sentence. So we're just going to write 3 times 5 instead. Okay, so let's have a go at working that out. 3 lots of 5. Let's count in our 5s, everybody. See if we can do this in our heads instead of doing counters. Okay, 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. That's 3 lots of 10. Okay, who can tell me? 5, 10, 15. The last number I landed on was 15. So my answer is 15. If you don't want to do it in your head, counting in 5s, you could draw your counters again. So we are going to have 1 lot of 5 here. Another lot of 5. This is my second, and I need 3 lots. And my third lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and that's exactly the same. I could count in 5s. 5, 10, 15. Okay, so my answer is 15. The next one, we have got 1 times 5. Okay, so that means 1 lot of 5. So if I was just to draw 1 lot of 5, here we go. First lot, 1 lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what does that mean? That means 1 lot of 5 is, shout it out. How many have I got? How many counters? I have got 5. Brilliant. So 1 lot of 5 is 5. Okay, this one looks a bit tricky, so I'm going to need your help. Okay, there are 9. I'm going to circle the numbers in my word problems because I'm not being tricked out. There are 9 boxes of donuts. How many are there all together? Okay, so I could use my head or I could use counters to help me. So I'm going to use my head for this one because I think using counters will take me a long time. Now counting in 5s, I need to make sure that I have 9 lots. Okay, so I'm going to count in 5s and stop when I get to 9 fingers. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. I have got 9 fingers. The last number I said was 45. Okay, or I could do it the other way. I could have 9 fingers up already, and I'm going to put a finger down every time I say a 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So my answer is 45 donuts altogether. There are 9 lots of 5, and that equals 45. Okay? Right, so challenges then. We have got our green challenge, which everybody is able to have a go at, which is completing the missing number sentences, missing number sequences. Then we have got our amber challenge, which most of you will be able to go on to, and that is completing the missing number sentences, but backwards. And then we have got some problem solving, counting in 5s. Okay, so having a little look at the green challenge first of all. So 10, got a couple of blanks. In fact, there are 3 blanks in this first one. Then we have got the next one, there's 2 missing, 1 missing in the next one, and then again, a big challenge, 3 missing. Then when we go on to the amber challenge, it is counting backwards. So make sure that you remember this one is backwards, not forwards. Okay, so if you're having a go at these amber challenges or the green challenges, make sure you are pausing. So I'll go back, pausing here if you wanted to have a go at the green challenge, pausing here for the amber challenge. And then we have got some of the red questions, okay? So remember, you can use your counters. You can use the pictures to help you if you want to count that way. And you can also use your heads, okay? So there are 10 bunches of bananas this time. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each. So you are looking for 10 lots of 5, okay? So 10 fingers up, counting in 5s as you go along. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and keep on going until you find your answer. Next one, you have got 7 times 5. So put 7 fingers up, counting in 5s backwards. Not backwards, sorry, we're counting in 5s normally, but we are putting our fingers down. So 5, 10, 15, and keep going. See what you land on. Or again, if you want to, you can draw your counters. Which method works best for you? Then the next one, you have got 3 times 5 equals, and finding that answer. So 3 multiplied by 5, or 3 lots of 5. So pause for this one, this question. Then you have got a word problem. So this time there are 6 boxes of donuts. How many are there altogether? So let me circle 6. Look at how many donuts are in each one. So it must be 6 times 5 equals. See if you can have a go at working that out for me. And then I've just added an extra little challenge here, because if you wanted to, you could create your own word problem, okay? Which is very similar to the one that's on the screen, or to the one that is like this. So it could be bananas, it could be donuts, but remember, it has to be a group of 5. It has to be something that there are 5 lots of. Okay. So 2 questions on this page. Pausing it here to have a go at those. And then we have got something a bit different. And there are 4 numbers on the board. And it says, which is the odd one out? Okay. So I want you to write down in your workbook, which one is the odd one out? And if you can, explain your answer. Okay. So have a little look at those last digits. Which one is the odd one out? Thinking about our lesson, counting in 5s. Okay, going on to the next one. Again, which one is the odd one out? We've got 45, 55, 50, and then 54. And the next one, again, which is the odd one out? We've got 12, 15, 35, 30. Okay, and now we are ready to go through our answers. So if you had a go at the green challenge, the answers are on the board. So it should go 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Next one, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Next one, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Last one, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, so give yourselves a big tick for each row that you got right, and also give yourself another big tick if your numbers are the right way round. And then the amber challenge. So we have got 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25. Next one, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Next one, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. And then the last one, 60, 55, 50, 45, 40, and then 35. Okay, again, well done if you got this one right, because this is super, super tricky, counting backwards in fives, because we're so used to counting forwards that we've made it tricky for ourselves counting backwards. And then going on to the red challenges. So there are 10 bunches. So that means I had 10 of my fingers up, counting in fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I've got no fingers left, so that means 10 lots of 5 is 50. Okay, so each one of these is 5. Next one, 7 times 5, or 7 lots of 5. So 7 fingers, counting in fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. No fingers left. My answer is the last number I said, and that was 35. Okay, next one. So this was a word problem. So there are 6 boxes of donuts. How many are there altogether? So we have got 6, and counting in fives, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No more fingers. So 6 lots of 5, because they're all boxes of 5, equals 30. Okay, and this one, 3 lots of 5 equals 3 times 5 equals 3 fingers. Okay, 5, 10, 15. Okay. And then we had our odd one out. So I have circled, and this is where it's amazing if you have been able to explain your answer. So for this one, I have circled 41 because 41 ends with the last digit 1. Whereas the rest are when we are counting in 5. So they end in a 5 and a 0. Whereas 41, the last digit is a 1. The next one, the last digit that I have for 54 is a 4, whereas the rest are a 5 or a 0. So 45, 55 and 50 are all in the 5 times table when we count in fives. That means 54 is the odd one out because it's not in the 5 times table. Okay, next one. This one again is the odd one out because 30, 35 and 15 are again in our 5 times table. And 12 isn't because the last digit is a 2. 12 is a 10 and a 2. And we never say a 2 when we are counting in fives. Okay, so I'm just going to stop sharing my screen. I am so impressed again with everything that you have been doing this week. Please come back tomorrow because I'm going to need your help with that, as we are doing some super tricky maths this week. I hope you've all had a really good lesson. Give yourselves lots and lots of ticks for the hard work that you are doing. We are nearly at half term, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye everyone.